Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominion 6, Lucid Tournament Game 8, Round 2. Joining me is Arpathius.
Howdy, how are we all doing?
Great. All right, we are on turn 7. We're starting to get to the point where we might see some bumps, although there's been a lot of Diplo, it sounds like, so we may not actually get to see any bumps. Oh, we get a bump.
Oh, yes.
Excellent. Okay, all right. Messenger from Marignon. This is, I believe, his first message to us. A bit late to the party, but I went for quite a regular Marignon build centered on the Knights. Enchanted Blood, Undying, Righteous Wrath, Resistances. I would agree. I think this is a very meta. That's a very meta set of stuff for a heavy
Yeah,
cav.
yeah, definitely. Especially the Enchanted Blood Undying.
Yep. And he went for the Withering Weapons as a potential counter to Regen Fortitude Spiders. Okay. Strong Blood to counter Satis Swamp Dominion. That makes sense. Expansion has gone quite well, but that's expected for Knights and an Assassin expansion. He's negotiated favorable borders with Satis and Pythium, so I'll probably need to choose between Ind and Shinu as the first war target unless I spot some other weakness.
Pretty
Okay.
impressive that he's negotiated favorable borders with Satis, who has an awake regen dragon.
That is
Uh,
impressive, yeah.
but, you know, you can't... It's hard to get them on every front, so...
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I think Marignon, a lot of Marignon's mages are also sacred, which makes the Enchanted Blood Undying really helpful just to help keep some of those goofballs alive. First message from Shinu. The farm battle was going well until my squad split up in half after killing everyone but the light cav. Yep. With the ogres going on a goose chase after retreating enemies and leaving the diabok to die to the pesky light cav. Then proceeding to rout and get chased down to their deaths. Yep. I would have started a fort early and probably end expansion with 2 more provinces if it wasn't for this. Not to mention the early troop losses leave me quite vulnerable. It is what it is. Didn't expect quite that much stuff. Yeah, that was a big province.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he would have taken that. He was just unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes your units chase down the wrong people. It is something that happens. And yeah, I mean, I don't think he's wrong that that loss is going to cost him several provinces.
Yeah, he's just gonna hope that no one saw that, and they probably
Probably
didn't.
but you never know.
There's definitely a chance someone did.
Yeah. All right, we'll do. And Marignon, as we just mentioned, right, is looking to pick between Ind and Shinyama. So if he saw it, that would be an indication. It could be an indication for him to sort of dive right in. But let's see what he's up to. Okay, this time he did successfully assassinate everybody here. It's funny too, right? Because there were 3 here last time, so he pinged here before he knew whether or not it worked.
Well, he pinged to know how many he needed to get as well, though, I think. So I think that this was actually quite well done.
No, what I'm saying, he's saying, yes, he pinged to know how many there were. What I'm saying is that the ping this turn, he doesn't know whether or not he was successful in the assassinations.
Yeah.
But that's great. Nice little assassin expand. And then we should see, he had 2 other expansion parties that were sort of out and about that I thought had places they could go. Just miscellaneous small humans, so shouldn't be, yeah, no problem there. So he ended up, he did go
Okay,
south.
so Ind and Marignon did move how we thought.
Yep. And he had a party, so this party didn't go anywhere. Which is curious to me, because like this doesn't look like it was too difficult. We could see he's assassinating here. 1 success, 1 failure. But I'm curious that this group didn't move in. And if if it's the case that you've negotiated the border with Satis, then and you're gonna assassin expand this, then why keep the troops here, right? Why not move them to do something else?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. He is recruiting Ichthyeids, so I'm guessing that his favorable borders is that he has the rights to this lake.
Yeah, although that is strange because Satis did sound very keen on getting that last
I would
turn with their message.
I would agree. Satis may have just been happy enough to say, okay, that's one person who I don't have to fight early. But yeah, a bit interesting. Okay. So that is what it is from Marignon. Don't think this is a lot of work for a province that's not very valuable. 120 ghouls and soulless.
Yeah, there's a surprisingly high amount of pop there, actually, considering.
Well, we have the
those
mod
ghouls.
on,
Yeah.
so
True.
it puts it back. Although it does have, it does give you access potentially to this cave system, so still potentially a lot of value. But yeah, I guess I'm surprised we didn't see a move out here, but it is what it is. Lot of assassins, right? There's 5 assassins out here. But I guess the capital
Yeah, well,
produces
having that
3 a turn.
Citadel, yeah, having
Yeah,
that Citadel really helps.
goes a long way. Okay. Next up, Shinyama sent the message, so we'll check them out. Alright, we got one guy, crippled guy out front. Try and bait the enemy. Looks like we got a lot of slings. So, this is a lot of slings into dudes who don't have helmets.
It is. They have some natural protection.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys are gonna need to sling faster. Look, they're definitely causing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Nice shooting techs. I think this is not gonna work. Lost one.
I think it's all going to come down to the morale because I don't think either of them have great morale.
That's true. They did make it. I mean, oh, there goes another one.
Yeah, it's not looking great though.
There goes another one. I think that they, unless these guys break right now. Is this guy throwing rocks? What is he doing? Yeah, there's only 4 left.
Yep.
They are routed. Oof. Alright. I mean...
That felt a little like, like something went wrong for him last turn, so he was trying to,
Yep, trying to make it all
really push the boundary to make things happen.
I would agree with you there. A little bit of, maybe a little bit of a tilt. I mean, maybe the scout report said there were like 30 or something.
Maybe, but he should have been had a few scout reports at this point.
That's true. Yeah, 15 into 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not exactly their best matchup. Okay, here let's.
I think maybe 25 could have done it.
Yeah, I don't think he was that far away. Oh, this is definitely.
Although I mean, the dieback. I mean, I'm not sure. I think he could have used archers for some stuff earlier. I'm not sure we've seen the exact troop types ultimately used against the right indies, but you can only use what you've already made as well. At the same
you can only use what you've made. I think that he has resource problems.
Yeah. This is revenge, though. I think.
This is revenge. Yeah. Make sure that we can go slow so we can watch them chop these people up with maximum prejudice.
Yeah, we don't want any survivors here.
No. No escapes. Oof. Although there are going to be survivors because they got them right off the bat. Okay, so he does take that province now, lossless this time. No other expansions from Shinu. So he takes this, adds a handful of resources to the cap. Loses here. It's a border province too.
It is, but it's not like there are those barbs in between for Marignon, so he still has a very good chance of winning that, I think, to be honest. And he should be able to get that province next to Machaca as well, so... Yeah, completely shut out the Satis border, though, and...
Yeah, and I think, Satis will have a much easier time getting this ocean, or get this lake than Shinu will.
Casey can even sail over, so... it was looking pretty good, I thought, on, turn 4, something like that.
Yeah. I think.
Maybe the wheels have come off slightly, but to be honest though, he can still make a lot of troops.
Yeah, it's definitely not over yet. And the I think the Obakamona are having kind of a bad showing into all these indies with ranged attacks. But I think that they'll do pretty well versus players. They're going to hit pretty hard, and damage tends to be one of the key metrics versus elites.
Yeah, and I think they do pretty well against at least 3 out of the 4 neighboring nations as well. Like he's going to hit through knights pretty well with them, and the spiders at least relatively well. Although the Daibakamoni would also be they would be ideal, but you can't get too many of them.
Right, they're resource. They cost a lot.
Yeah, he's sadly not managed to get any of the cave provinces yet either, which is unfortunate for Shinyama.
Yeah, I definitely would love those cave provinces. I'm a little nervous for him in that, right, because Marignon hasn't gotten any of this border. That may, like, if this border's negotiated, he is down on this one a province. This one he might have, depending on how this goes, maybe he ends up being up. This could look like the natural, I'm going to march down to take these remaining indies, and then I'll just march right into you.
Yeah, I could see that definitely happening. It's a little awkward with the lake.
The lake does make it awkward.
It's quite a long distance, just the way the provinces are. There's actually 5 provinces in between their caps, which is a pretty long, quote unquote, rush distance. So a little awkward, but I think actually the matchup might work pretty well for Marignon.
Yeah. It just sort of depends on how well his Obucks hit through. But okay, Shishinu having another setback. Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, not a huge it wasn't like a huge loss though either. It was only 15.
Yeah,
guys that went in there.
Yes, no, nothing that can't be replaced. Just some more lost time. Okay, we got Body Ethereal into Tribe. I think these guys should be fine.
Yeah, he managed. He presumably purposely put his commander up front, so I assume he was trying to bless the infantry.
Well, not bless,
the ones
but,
Body Ethereal, the infantry, which was a nice little optimization there.
Yeah, he did lose 3, but he's fighting, 22
and 112 guys, I think. Yeah.
So I would say that was pretty efficient. Same sort of deal. Smaller number of dudes. There are crossbows here, although they're not magic any more than anything else. This guy did not get the Body Ethereal. Does end up dying. So it looks like he lost 1 or 2, and then he should be fine here to clean up the rest. Oh, we lost 3. Yeah, I mean he's taken some attrition, but nothing unsustainable. And then this one this is the double party, so I think. Though again, the first group didn't actually get the buff, but looks like he's gonna be okay. Lost nobody on that one. Alright, so Ind has... that was before, but he's got the whole border here. He started in on the border with Peren. And,
looks like Peren will get that other province, though, I'd guess, because of the river.
Yeah, I think so. And it's an easy province, so there's no reason that Peren wouldn't just move right in. Okay. He's got access to a lot of cave systems, right? 3 separate cave systems. And he's got people
which is pretty great, because you can get the Cynocephalians from there as well, I think.
Yep. And I think they're your best one by a pretty big margin.
Yeah, I think they are, yeah.
And then this group is ready to go here to start in on the Fascia border. So I think
I think he's going to be looking great at the end of this.
Yeah,
I really do.
He's going to be quite large.
Yeah. And also, he's built a temple on the border of Marignon. That implies quite a lot of trust to me.
That does imply a lot of trust. I've attacked people for this kind of thing. Do not put your trust in
I
me.
have no doubts about that.
I see 2 temples on my border. Where it's go time. Get your Dominion out of my face. I think he's in a good spot. Let's see what we got from Satis. Getting another use out of these heavy cav. I don't expect there to be any issues. Nope. Just an amazing merc company to have access to. We've got the horse tribe. So you'd really like, I think you'd rather have these guys slightly farther ahead, but he may have just forward positioned everybody to try and take as little arrow fire as possible. But it'd be, oh look, they're attacking them anyway, perfect. Are they in move and...
I think there was 2 groups.
Okay.
Supreme value from these villains.
Yeah, the Shopros are doing shockingly well. And now we've closed into melee, and that should be that. With you know, these troops, you always gotta watch though. You never know when they might run off. They can't have even killed. I mean, the villains only got 4 kills. They must have, that squad. I mean, there's only 17 guys here, but must have been a very small squad. All right, Satis attacking here with the dragon. Can't imagine there are any issues. Nope. See, I'm just worried, right? If I say I can't imagine there's any issues, I'm going to look at the screen after and see that the dragon died, and I'll have just...
Kind of jinxing the past.
That's, you know?
Yeah. Here we go. We're seeing our first Sobek.
Yeah. Good old Sobex. I can't... That one. Not blessed. Do we have a divine blessing coming? Nope.
I don't think we do. They're level 2 guys.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing here, though, so I don't think it's going to matter, but, you know, always nice to see your guys get blessed. When you have, like, a regen bless. So that was a lot of expansion. Right, so Tis picked up 4 this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He also assassinated a Barb Chief out of here. I don't know if that was really necessary.
No, maybe not the mercs, but you know, it gets that guy some experience at least.
Yeah. These guys have any night vision? No. I'd like to see them potentially start getting into like the cave system. That doesn't, like, that guy researches too, right? Like, is he a mage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't feel like that was the most effective use of his time. But that's okay. And he looks like he did not
there is
rebid
2
them.
get scales there, so maybe he just wanted him there to search next turn. Maybe I'm reading too much into that.
I feel like you can die in assassinations. Like, it's very possible. But in any event, he did not die. So he's in good shape. So he's got...
Yeah, I mean, he's actually just finished with expansion except for the caves.
Yeah. With that said,
maybe the water, yeah.
Yeah, so good border here, good border here, bad border here, if we believe Marignon in that he had a positive thing, and bad border here. So 50%, but he is basically, like you said, done with the surface. So compared to someone like Ind or Naba, right, who also may end up with having these good borders at the end, he is getting all this gold right now.
He is, and he's also next to like the quickness Nabar and Marignon. So like you can't, you know, and even Pyring, you wouldn't necessarily expect to always get a good builder with them. So I think it's been pretty worthwhile because he's done it with pretty low losses as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, when you have an expander, right, you always expect it to be going quite well at this stage. We'll have to see how he transitions.
Yeah, it kind of needs to be to some extent, but I think it has paid off for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, do we see any forts coming up out it? You know, in that farmland.
He said he wanted to do a bunch. Fort construction here.
Yeah.
Looks like just the one so far. But yeah, I'd love to. Let's see what he's got underground. So if he can get in here, he could get Cynocephalians, which
which is
not
actually
great
I
for
don't
him,
think
right?
great.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
or at
think
least
that.
the mage isn't. I don't maybe
Yeah,
the troops, but then they're not cold-blooded, so most things aren't going to be great for him, really.
that's true. Down here, nothing too crazy. So, no super crazy help to him in the caves from like a path perspective. But that, I mean, that's to be expected, right? He's got pretty much all the paths you might find. Like, he's got the death already. You know, he'd be happy to see Zots probably. He could maybe try and get lucky and get into blood that way, but no big deal either way.
Yeah.
He's got, I mean, I know he said he was making the diversion to construction to get the ring to take these, but there's also, like, not a lot of stuff in here. Like, these, you know, even those little mermen
are not. Yeah, you just need to
could
have
beat up
30
these
and 20
mermen.
and you'll take that very easily.
Yeah. Now, what would be... Here's what's ambitious. Especially if
you were thinking of going into that, like, near Facia, aren't you?
right in here. Like, it depending on...
Honestly, like, if Facia is getting attacked by someone, or even if they don't have the ability to, like, get underwater, I think you just do it. If you've got that dragon, like, what are they going to do about it?
Yeah.
Like, anytime soon?
Yeah, they're going to have to hope they have some kind of... You're going to have there's some kind of a dormant titan. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to need a lot of research.
And if you really want it to be evil, you then build a temple underwater, and if they try and take it back, whatever goes in there gets disease.
Yeah, yeah. You can sort of insulate yourself from their sailing by building temples, right? The dark sails only work when you have dominion on both sides. Otherwise, only the storm captains can sail. So you can.
Yep, that should buy you probably 1 turn extra, which would be pretty good.
Yeah, Facia hates being preached at. And then you've got the access to these Triton troopers who are like kind of strong underwater. If you really wanted to try and secure this, then maybe you just use something that can also go on land like the Ichthyeids. But an interesting option. He's got the border. He's got Shamblers here too. Maybe not something you do right away. Maybe you go down to the caves first. But I think it's definitely worth thinking about. But yes,
yeah, I mean, personally, I think, you know, if you've got the dragon, use it to get stuff you wouldn't normally be able to get.
Yeah, I
think I like it a lot.
Ice Drake. I don't know if you could like dragon your way over here.
Well, and then yeah, I think that might be a little too far, but
that's too far. But this is all fine.
Well, just because it's not connected to your rest of your territories, you'd have to like build a fort so before it. And
yeah,
I don't even think actually Satis can't even build underwater forts, can they? So
no. So yeah, you're not going to be
able to you can get that throne, then yeah, sure, but otherwise it's not really going to get you anything.
No, that's fair. But definitely, I think that he's done with service expansion, but I think there's a lot of additional provinces on the board for him to take, and I think he's in a really good place.
Yeah, that southeast throne, that looks pretty easy, just from what we can see on the map.
I would love to see a ping on this, and then see if the dragon can take it. I think the dragon could probably take this one.
Unless that's got some pretty serious mages in, I think the dragon can take that.
Yeah, this one the dragon might be able to get too. I mean, the dragon.
The vine men, they got poison resistance?
I think they do.
Got some heavy cav. That might be, yeah, that might be a little.
I think what might happen, right, is you kill the boars, the militia, the light cav, and the heavy cav with your dragon with the poison, and then you just HP route the vine men.
Yeah, probably.
So I would love to see some pings on these thrones. See the dragon get in there early too. I know we're saying the dragon should go underground, the dragon should go on thrones, and the dragon should go underwater, but.
Well, the dragon can also fly, so it can do a lot of these things.
It can. Yeah. So
and then he's also got loads of setback. Like I think he can do, like they can take thrones pretty easily.
Yep.
As well, I think, so.
This is going to be hard to defend long term because of this. Or does he? Most of his stuff swims. He's lizards. Never mind. Perfectly doable.
Yeah, that looks very easy as well.
Yep. Yeah, I'd love to see him get some of that. This one might be awkward.
Do you think, so we're talking about these thrones a lot. Do you think he should go, since he's basically finished his expansion above ground?
Yeah.
Do Do you think he should go for thrones, or do you think he should be looking just someone early?
I think that Satis is I think that he usually wants a little bit of research. I think Shinyama, though, is faltering a little bit. So, you might be able to march on Shinyama.
I think they're faltering a bit, but I don't think it's too bad for Shinyama.
It's definitely not terminal. It by no means. But he might
I
be
think it's
seeing...
more like very inconvenient rather than even like bad for them. I think I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm not too against what's been going on.
I don't think I'd go fight Naba. I don't think I'd go fight Marignon. I may or may not be that interested in fighting Peren. I think that Satis on this kind of expansion would depend. If he's got the Diplo that he thinks he can chill for a minute, I think I'd take thrones and take more indie stuff before I went and attack someone.
Yeah, you do want to spread that Dominion as well out to get that going.
Yeah,
and the thrones would really help with that.
Yep. So I'd love to see some pings, get that water ring, and then like this group can probably even just go right underground. Oh, maybe Lavaborn.
Yeah, what did he have there above it?
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know if he. It does still have the villains. Yeah.
Does. It's funny. He held on to the villains, but he's let the Black Riders and. I could see taking.
Yeah, well, you've got to have your priorities, haven't you?
You
He's
do.
chosen his.
You do. I mean, I think that if you took.
He doesn't need the cav either, because they would also have been in that. They couldn't have done anything next turn, and then. Anyway, so.
I mean, I think that if you got both the Merc companies and put them here, you probably could just take this with the Merc companies.
Yeah, I think there's a decent chance.
And the dragon like flies. But yeah, I think Satis is in a great. We've spent too long on Satis, but I think they're in a great position.
Yeah. What we really need to see is we need to get things bumped soon.
Yes, we got any more? Yeah. All right, let's keep moving along. Heavy cav. He does lose a knight. That lance charge. It looked like he brought these guys here to maybe be bait, but didn't quite get the timing or the location down. So
yeah, and they kind of just like
there.
made sure that the knights that did connect all got like focused by a bunch of lances instead of one. So
yeah, I think we might be in a similar situation here. I think they're gonna outrun these guys. It's curious. I'm not sure why these guys aren't on hold.
Yeah, this would also have been a great place for.
Yeah. So from my experience, I don't love putting the crossbow guys in with my sacreds because, you know, crossbowing your sacreds in the back is not ideal. This dude is super surrounded, but looks like he's... Ooh, just took 8. Looks like he's gonna be...
He's got it.
He's fine. Yeah, no losses there. Alright, so a double expand is good. I'm glad to see a double expand out of Peren. And it looks like, again, because of the way Fascia has been doing, he's going to have a lot of opportunity to get these. This is sort of in his domain. He should be able to get this. So I think that he's a little behind the 8-ball, but I think he's got room to recover here just based on what other people have done and what the sort of geography looks like.
Yeah, I think his expansion will be like one of the smallest, but it's like if he does well in his first war, like everything will be fine.
Yeah. Yep. And I think looks like he'll be fine. He basically always loses 3 of these guys.
It does, yeah. It does add up a little bit.
I say he's running out. That was, you know, a pretty good chunk of his force, like 20%.
Yeah. The ones that survive though, they will have a lot of experience.
He lost 3 here too.
Okay. Did we already watch that? Actually, I think we already watched them.
Did we already do them?
Yeah, I actually think. Yeah, I think that's why we're thinking.
Never mind. Yeah, we did them. All right, Fascia. Are we gonna get multiple expansions out of Fascia? It's just still, I think, heavily overcommitting. Although, I take it back. This is probably not an overcommitment into this province. Although, I don't love that it looks like our Orichalcum Guard are going to eat these lances. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the defense skill to not have to worry about it too much.
Yeah, yeah. Lightning bolts are clutch into the heavy cav.
Yeah.
Okay, looks the heavy
Oh,
cav
they
routed
routed
off.
really quickly. Yeah,
They
that was
did.
nice.
That was fortunate. Okay. All right.
Yeah, well, gotta say, that went really well. To be fair, against 16 heavy cap.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, no other expansions. So still pretty slow. I'm a little concerned for Fascia.
Yeah, I mean, all their neighbors not really expanding towards them either, which
yeah, as we've
could be a
talked about.
blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here. Okay, we got a bump. So let's see. So we lose 8 Velite fighting into some dudes, and let's see. So we got a lot of Romans versus quickened Janguard.
Place your bets. Who do you think's going to win this?
I think the quickened Janguard are going to win.
Really? I'm not so sure.
Well,
I think the javelins might pop the glamour.
maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more Romans.
I don't have
here.
a whole lot of protection. I can't remember, was there anything else apart from quickness? Was there like
1 defense skill?
Okay.
They
have got 19. Actually, I think I did. Yeah.
Now they are getting hit with Word of Power, which is definitely something. Let's see. In some cases, the Javelin, I think, actually could be a downside here because they're going to get a lot of time in melee while he's just throwing Javelins. Although, their Javelins are hitting pretty good.
I'm starting to change my...
I mean, now they're all coming in, though, so as they get surrounded...
I thought there was going to be a few more smites coming.
I mean, he is smiting. Smite me, oh smiter. But I'm currently seeing a lot of Romans dying. I do see some very damaged Janguard. This guy lost, got some glamour pops, but I think that he's ultimately going to take this.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen... Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
They held on for a long time there.
And these guys still... Some of them held on right up to the end there.
I really like rooting for the underdog, though. I'm not going to...
1 Janguard died for 55 Romans. That's gonna hurt.
That would really encourage me to attack Pythion.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That was Pythion's only expansion this turn.
There's Nabars as well, though, which is... I think one of the parties had to move back, though. It didn't want to go into those Draconians.
Nabar got attacked by villains, but they held on. Yeah, I guess he didn't want to go into lizards, draconians, knights. So more knights. He's kind of taken all the easy stuff except like this one and this one. Now we haven't seen any of the foreign wreck happening for Nabar. Now we wouldn't see it necessarily very easily, right? Because there's Delphi. But
yeah, I would have thought he'd been using it by now, though.
Right. I would have thought so too.
He should have a very good scouting network if he wants it, but...
Yeah. All right, so Pythium, no border here. Lost his party here. So, it'll take a little while. So, that's not great. Could maybe get this. And this looks like it's definitely under threat from these groups. So I think the Pythium might end up being small here.
Yeah, it's the walls look like they're closing in a little bit.
Yep. Now hopefully maybe he was, hopefully he pivoted these early provinces into gold. Like, do we have a fort coming up here? Any other? No other forts coming up. So, I mean, it's still early. It's, it's turn 7 or whatever, but okay. I think that they might end up being a little small. Machaka, Black Hunters kill everything. Only the one expansion from him. So he elected not to take this. Which is allowing Shinyama to get it and then get into the cave. Looks like maybe he's planning on going down into the cave here.
Yeah, I think he's definitely planning on that.
And then get this stuff.
Which would be even worse for Pythium, because that's going to lead him directly towards
it is, yes.
Direction as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, he still has a nap with Pythium, though. So...
Yeah. He does. I mean, it kind of looks like two good options really right now.
It does. Facia, I mean,
Facia and Pythium looking pretty tempting.
Yeah. 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 Did we cover everybody? We got 5 air gems. Go us. I think that's everybody.
Yeah, I think we got everyone.
Okay. I mean, Satis is just miles ahead here. Obviously, expander, so somewhat to be expected, but Naba has an awake, Machaka has an awake, and they're not where Satis is. Facia is a very sad line. Pythium doesn't get any expansion this turn.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying how Ind has been able to get provinces while not actually using too many troops to do it. I think that Body Ethereal's come in very clutch in the Cheap Fate earlier on.
Yep. Definitely rolling out the buffs to help him out. But okay. All right. Any final thoughts for this one?
Facia needs to get a move on. It's getting pretty worrying at this point.
Yeah, I would agree. I really
they're doing some research though, so there's something.
I mean, yeah, I see the Weavers. I've mostly done only Island Facia, and I know that expansion is very different. But I think you make the Light Colossi and you run the Light Colossi into things. And then when you have enough resources that you run out of rec points, you make the Heavy Colossi.
Yeah, I think that would have worked a lot better.
But, who knows? We'll see. A lot of time left in the game.
Oh, there's definitely everything could change from.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's really starting to shape up.
It is. I'm excited. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one, and have a great day.
Peace.